happen in America. So America going on a very different direction, and lots of energy analysts are literally asking as we speak, is how much difference will Trump trying to deregulate emissions control in America, how much difference will it actually make if actually the cheapest energy in the world is solar power. Something really interesting, just looking elsewhere in the world. Go to Saudi Arabia, is one of the biggest investors in solar power, obviously also one of the biggest after America, exporters of oil. But why are they investing in solar power if they've got these massive reserves of oil and gas? Well, they're doing it because actually the cheapest electricity in the world, particularly if you live in a desert, is from solar power. They're saying, well, let's put the solar power and we'll get our energy from there. And they're not saying we're not going to sell you oil and gas. They're saying we can make much more money selling oil and gas to the rest of the world than we can using it to drive power stations in Saudi Arabia. So you're seeing the change even in places where you really wouldn't expect it.
And in conclusion, looking at this small drop again, does this tiny drop, does it represent real change?
Look, people have been forecasting for a long time that China was reaching a peak. And actually, if you go back and look at the picture of American emissions peaked back in 2007. So they're falling back. Most developed countries are seeing emissions fall back. So we see this trend as economies mature. They tend to reduce emissions. They're doing much less heavy manufacturing, much less building. So you do see this pattern. So people have been saying for a long time China's going to peak. But